Race 9, a number of runners for you. It's the Glorious Goodwood. It's just a mid-rated 74 handicap over the mile. First up, you've got Tizona with Bernard. Thankfully, good draw.
So these races are obviously done with the draws afterwards, and you can't quite predict who's going to get the right draw or not. Over the mile, it shouldn't really matter. 1400 it does, hands down. You can't overcome a draw over 1400 unless you've got a horse that's better than the field. It's as simple as that. A mile, very, very different. The wind comes into play, the long straight. It all slows down the horses at the finish line. I think this horse is a big runner. I think Bernard on at that weight, there's no excess lead and all that sort of thing. And the horse's form is good into this race. I see him quite low down in the betting. I'm quite surprised. This, for me, is the dark horse of this race.
Next up, you've got Ozbob.
I've done everything to get him ready for this race, and I think he could also, I'd say he'd be my second dark horse if I had to say that, but he's just gone off on me, and I've done everything. I went to game a little 800 on the grass, so I've really gone to try and make him as well as he can be to maybe pop up for a roughie. I can assure you the partners involved in this, there won't be any people shouting louder than the partners in this race, so I'd love to do it with them, and especially with Rachel.
Then you've got Future Turn with Peer Up.
Very impressive comeback run from Gelding. Also a horse that I think will run right there. I think for the runners I have in this race, they're quite strong. I think it'll take a lot of horses to beat us here. I think we're very strong, and certainly he'll probably be about the third, fourth choice, but with Peer on, anything's possible.
And then Nevada King, he's a nice sort.
Yes, he's probably there's an argument with Richard and Nevada King and his ride. So that's how close it is. It could easily go either way. I think for punters, just between the two of them, as I said, Richard wasn't sure which one he's every second day he thinks he's on the wrong one. So Nevada King, big runner, and you get that Grand Finnick X Factor.
And you said equally so, Future Swing, also one of the principles for you here.
Yes, last time went for inside run, didn't get it, had to then switch. So you always know that there's something more. So if you look at the form, just remember that got tight on the fence, had to do a switch. Otherwise, he goes a little bit closer. He would have come on from the run. He's a beautiful looking Futura. Certainly the horse that, if he gets a little bit of luck in running from the wide draw, could be the horse to beat.
Race 10, Merchants on Long, the Chairman's Cup. You've got the Futures Bright with a featherweight on it at 50 kilos.
Yes. Being consistent, gutsy horse. If they go hard, we need them to go hard here. He's certainly a horse that will run to his form. But this is definitely a step up. This staying race, for me, is definitely a step up on all the staying races we've had so far. There's some very, very accomplished horses in this race and well weighted. He is one of them, so hope for a good run.
Navy Strength, thankfully, also carries a lightweight in 52 with Cabello up.
Yes, so since we've put the tongue tie on, he hasn't missed this horse. So lightweight again, a little bit of the draw to negotiate, but over 2,500 plus, it shouldn't be a problem, and you can expect a good run from him.
You've got your stable jockey Richard aboard one-way traffic.
So this is the horse, the 3 of 3. Here's the one. I think that he was priced up at one stage, but I can see he's already shortening. He's a horse last time out, bad draw, had to drop out to the back of the field, couldn't really get a run when he needed to, and then he was low level flying. So I think if he runs to what I think, he'll take a lot of beating.
Well, thank you very much for all of that, Justin.
Great, awesome. Thanks very much. Hope everyone has a good day's racing. It's going to be great fun, a late night. This is the day we all been waiting for, so look forward to it.
It is indeed the day that we all look forward to. So see you in all your blue and white. It's going to be a cracker of a day.